This is the third video of sexual reproduction in flowering plant. In this video, we will discuss about microsporogenesis, spore tetrads, and role of callus and calyx in detail. In the previous video, we have studied about structure of anther. Now, if we see anatomy of anther of tetrasprangiate anther, this will have four groups of sporogenous tissue. And this is one group, this is second group, this is third, and this is the fourth. And if it is bisprangiate, then this will have only two groups of sporogenous tissue. Now each sporogenous tissue is bounded by a layer. This is called as tapetum, and this is the sporogenous tissue. Now if we see sporogenous tissue here, now cells, they are connected with each other, right? You can see here red connections. These connections are basically plasmodesmatal connections. Now these cells of the sporogenous tissue, they will round off like this, right? Now here we can see they have rounded off, and inner to spore mother cell is production of callus, right? Now what is callus basically? Callus is polymerized product of beta-1,3 glucan, and this also has certain beta-1,6 glucan branches. Now beta-1,3 glucan linkages, glucose and glucose, they are linked with each other by beta-1,3 linkage. Now this is called as callus, which is deposited over here, and this will, when this is deposited here, this will break these plasmodesmatal connections, and these cells, they will round off as a spore mother cell. So this is called as spore mother cell, and this is the development of callus. Now these spore mother cell, they will get separated from each other in the sporogenous tissue, which were connected by plasmodesmatal connection. Now they are diploid in genetic constitution. Now this will undergo meiosis cell division. Meiosis will take place in the diploid spore mother cell, and this meiosis, when take place, right? Now this is the microspore mother cell. When meiosis take place, this will lead to the formation of 4 microspores. Now this may be formed by successive method, this may be formed by simultaneous method. Now this formation of 4 microspores from one microspore mother cell, this process is called as microsporogenesis. So formation of spore mother cell, formation of microspores from the spore mother cell after meiotic cell division, that is after meiosis. Now this spore mother cell is diploid, but after meiosis, when 4 microspores they are produced, now they will be haploid in genetic constitution, and this whole process is called as microsporogenesis. Now we'll discuss how this microsporogenesis take place. Now this is the microspore mother cell, right? This is having cytoplasm and nucleus. Now this nucleus divides into 2 nuclei, like here, 2 nuclei. And this is meiosis 1, right? Then there is wall formation, right? After every cell division, there is wall formation. So this is called as successive type. So 2 nuclei, then there is wall formation. We'll get 2 cells, each having, now this is 1 cell, this is second cell, each having 1 nucleus. But again, this will undergo division, and this will be converted to 2 nuclei, right? Now we will have 4 nuclei, and there is wall formation, and ultimately we will get 4 microspores. So after every cell division, there is wall formation, and these 4 microspores, they are haploid in nature. Genetic constitution is haploid because they are being produced after meiosis. Now here we can say this nucleus, this has divided into 2. This is by meiosis 1. Now again, this will divide into 4. 3 are visible on front side and 1 is on the back side, and wall formation is not there. So when 4 nuclei has been produced, then there is wall formation, right? One is at the back side of the this spore tetrad, and three are at the front side. So we'll get, this is one microspore, this is second, this is third, and one is at the back side. So this is simultaneous. Mean first one nuclei will divide into two, then this will divide into four, and ultimately wall formation take place. This is called as simultaneous. And these four microspores which are being produced, they are called as tetrads, because they are four in number and they are connected with each other. Now these four microspores later on they will get separated. Now these microspores, as we discussed, they are haploid in genetic constitution, right? So these spore tetrads, when they are being produced, they may have different shapes. So different type of spore tetrads are, when we can see here, when it is, this arrangement is like this, three visible at the front side, one at the back side, this is called as tetrahedral. But when four are visible in the front side only, right, like this, right? So this is isobilateral. And when this is one spore, microspore, this is second microspore, and this is third, and fourth will be at the right angle. I mean two and two, they are right angle to each other. This is called as decussate. Now this may be T-shape arrangement like this. We can see here, these are two microspores, and this is third, and this is the fourth. Or this may be inverted T-shape. Inverted T-shape will be, if we see here, this will be like this, and this. This is inverted T-shape. And this may be, this arrangement may be linear. They may be arranged in a linear fashion. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this arrangement is called as linear. So spore tetrads, they can be tetrahedral, they can be isobilateral, they can be decussate, they can be T-shape, inverted T-shape, or they can be linear. Ultimately, these four microspores which are linked with each other, they will get separated with the help of enzyme called as calase. Now calase will dissolve this linkage which is formed by beta 1,3 glucan. Now this will dissolve, supposing this has calase, this is callose which is linking them, then this will be dissolved with the help of this enzyme, right? And these microspores, they will get free. So four microspores will be produced, each will be haploid in genetic constitution. So these microspores or pollen grains, we can say they are haploid, uninucleate, minute spores produced in large number as a result of meiosis in microspore mother cell inside the microsporangia. So these are the haploid microspores which are being produced after the meiotic cell division, called as pollen grains. Now how anther dehisces to liberate these pollen grain, and how these pollen grains, they germinate to form the male gametophyte, this we will discuss in the next video. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe.